I'd love to be grand, recognized through the land.
So I've been singing jazz for about 20 years now, but only writing songs for maybe the last 7 or 8 years. This particular song, To Be Grand, I was out for a walk and this song just simply sort of came to me. I was daydreaming about just that, about being somebody sensational, somebody great, somebody grand, of course.
Improve my station.
So one of my big influences for this song, actually, is the character, Rev Tevye, in Fiddler on the Roof. And he's having a conversation with God. And in the conversation, he looks up to God and he says, God, you know, it's certainly no shame to be poor, but there's no honor in it either. So is there some small chance I could have a small fortune? And shortly after that, he delves into the song, and it's just fantastic, If I Were a Rich Man. So you'll see little tidbits, little influences of that song in To Be Grand.
At the racetrack you'd have found I'd have won the Triple Crown, flying first class with the swells, booking 5-star ice hotels, Ipanema and your sand, young and lovely, tall and tan. It all would help my brand.
So I had come up with an album release I released back in 2020 and collaborated with a wonderful musician friend of mine, Bob McAlpine, who is a monster guitar player. And so he produced the album and played on it, and it was a wonderful experience. So of course, I call upon Bob. He's an award-winning guitar player and very sought-after studio musician. He has played with several bands in and around the GTA. Can't say enough about this gentleman. So once we sat down to collaborate together, we started to have a lot of fun. Once we saw the song had legs, we just didn't want to stop. So that's what you want in a great song. So I'm going in to record the song at Metalworks Studios in Mississauga, and I am very excited, thrilled in fact, with the roster of musicians I have joining me on that project. So I've got Bob himself, Bob McAlpine on lead guitar, and I've got a great horn section. We've got a Dave Dunlop on trumpet, and both Andy Ballantyne and John Johnson on saxophone. And having those three is pretty important. We needed people that were well seasoned, and that they are. All three of them have played in Rob McConnell's Boss Brass. So that gives them a lot of great big band chops that we needed. And on piano, we've got Richard Evans, very accomplished, big time seasoned musician here in the GTA. And I've got Steve Heathcote on drums, same thing. And of course, Pat Collins, who joined me on the former album as well and did some arranging. He'll be joining us on bass, which I'm thrilled to say.
Among select few.
There is this intimidating side to jazz, and people write it off as being too cerebral. I like to focus on the more fun side of jazz. With this song, I really had that in mind. I really wanted to poke fun at things and poke fun at ourselves, the human condition. We dream, we're big dreamers. And you know, we're all allowed to dream.